Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the channel. I hope your 2024 has been going well so far. Today we're gonna actually take a look at the RØDE X Streamer X, and as a content creator, there are a few things I really like about this and there are a few things I wish they had done better. Let's unpack it. So today we're not gonna actually do an unboxing video because that's already been done. Like there's probably 1,001 videos on YouTube about that right now. But I'm just gonna go and deep dive into the Streamer X and talk about my thoughts and feels about it after using it for quite some time. Now, of course, there are a few things I really like about it and there are a few things I wish they could improve on, and there are a few things I'm not really certain about. But before that, I just want to say thank you to RØDE Singapore as well as Contact for actually providing me with this review unit. Just to let you guys know, this is a disclaimer. I'm not paid by them to say good things about it. I'm not paid by them for this video at all. This is something that I've thought of on my own. These are all my honest thoughts and opinions about this device. I am not paid in any way by RØDE to say good things about them. This is a RØDE X Streamer X, marketed as an all-in-one device for streamers, gamers, podcasters, presenters, dual PC enthusiasts, and musicians. It's got a video capture card, audio interface, and control surface for content creation purposes. You can use an XLR microphone and musical instruments on it. You can even have headsets and a RØDE wireless microphone connected to it, such as the RØDE Wireless Go 2, RØDE Wireless Me, and RØDE Wireless Pro, which I have right here. The Streamer X features an ultra low noise, high gain Revolution preamp and effects audio processor for better sound quality. There are also HDMI connections offering up to 4K 30 streaming and 4K 60 pass-through for high quality video for streaming and gaming. For me, I'll probably be using this for podcasting and content creation. For my future home studio, I'll be setting up a dual PC setup so the dual USB-C connections at the back make this a reality. 4 fully customizable smart pads can be used for trigger sound or voice effects and other actions on a computer, and if you know how to do MIDI programming, you can do a lot more on this device. There's also a presentation mode for business presentations to take your PowerPoint slides to the next level. Now, there are 5 things I really like about the RØDE X Streamer X. Number 1, ease of use. Straight out of the box, it is really good to go. I don't even have to install the software or any form of drivers. It just plug and play, alright, which is perfect for all sorts of hardware devices. I really like plug and play. It's great. I'm like, boop, you're done. You're good to go. In fact, straight out of the box, it is happy to just work with my Apple MacBook Pro. This is the 2018 MacBook Pro 15.4-inch Intel version. It's not the Silicon one. It's not the M series. It's old, but it still works. Surprisingly, it works with my MacBook without causing any hiccups. There's no degradation in performance, it just works perfectly fine. In fact, I'm using it right now. Number 2, it is small, lightweight, portable, powerful. What more can you ask for, right? So the RØDE X Streamer X can be used anywhere as long as you have a Type-C port on your laptop which is able to power it up. Now, of course, if you do not have access to that, you may want to actually use a wall socket. There is a provided adapter that allows you to do so as well. Now, I'm not so sure if it works with a power bank with Type-C connectivity. So if you guys actually have access to one, let me know in the comments below and tell me your experiences with it. Number 3. Now, this device is sold as an all-in-one solution and I believe it completely, alright? First of all, it is a video capture card. It is a sound capture device. It has sound effects board with the smart pads right over here. It's got MIDI programming capabilities, so you can actually use it to, do a lot of very fun stuff. Like for example, some users out there, they actually manage to use it to control their devices, or even like get them to send out messages, or even like change scenes on OBS if you're a live streamer. The best part is somehow they managed to fit in a presentation mode on this device. I don't get it, but now you can actually put the power in PowerPoint if you're into that sort of thing. I mean, like I thought clickers are enough. I mean, like you just click. That's what a clicker does. I don't know. But I guess if you want to look cool while using PowerPoint, this is the way to go. Number 4. Now, if you already have invested heavily into the wireless solutions by RØDE when it comes to microphones, then perhaps this is for you because this is natively compatible with the wireless solutions by RØDE, such as the Wireless Me, the Wireless Go, and the Wireless Pro. So you don't even have to have a receiver. It's actually good to go straight out of the box. You just have to connect it via the central app and your wireless mics actually work with this device. This is how I sound like with the RØDE Wireless Pro with the RØDE X Streamer X. Number 5. Now, for those of you guys who actually have dual PC setups, like for example, a PC that's dedicated for live streaming and another PC dedicated for gaming, then this device could be very useful for you because there is a pair of Type-C connection ports at the back of the Streamer X that allows you to connect both PCs together, which means you can actually have a PC setup that is dedicated just for live streaming and another dedicated just for gaming, so you cannot lose your FPS with all that encoding magic that's happening in the other PC. So you can actually have it as a device that controls your audio, your scene switches and all that. And it's very, very useful because you can actually, have less worry about having encoding issues or resources being pulled away from your games and being used for OBS, for example. There is actually a place for you guys to actually attach this device onto a light stand or even a spigot that you can connect to a smart clamp, for example, and clamp it to a table anywhere and everywhere. So this is actually great. Why are we not doing this for every device out there for, it's 2024, come on guys. This is actually very useful. You can actually put your controller decks anywhere. So the StreamerX actually allows for that option. Now there are a few things I don't really like about the RØDE X StreamerX, and I'm going to list them right now. Number one, it does not work with the RØDE X XDM100 dynamic mic. Unfortunately, the USB ports at the back does not accept USB connectivity for that microphone. So I don't know if this is a firmware issue, or maybe it's just a limitation on the hardware, or maybe it's something that they just forgot about, or maybe it's something that they decided not to include. I don't know, but it just doesn't make sense because the RØDE X XDM100 is part of the RØDE X family. It's like the RØDE X XDM100 now feels like the relative that comes from a distant place and got invited but not allowed to sit at the same table during reunion dinner. Sad. Number two, buttons aren't showing graphics like the Elgato Stream Deck. Now I could be a little bit biased here because I've been using the Elgato Stream Decks for quite some time now for live streaming, and I'm so used to the fact that the buttons actually change displays according to the functions that I set it to via the app. For the StreamerX, you have all these colors. Yeah, they look pretty and colorful, but it's kind of hard to see what they're for if they're just based on color codes. And to make things worse, when I actively engage any of these functions, I don't really know if it's engaged. Like I can't tell. The red doesn't change when I press it, or the blue doesn't change much when I press it. Maybe in darker settings it might be a little bit different, but right now I don't get to see it. I do see, however, on the Unify app that if I were to engage some buttons, it will trigger and it will light up. But right now, it doesn't show. If you press it accidentally and it's engaged, there's no way to tell. What if I'm talking to you guys right now and my voice sounds like a chipmunk? I can't tell. Is it like a chipmunk right now? I hope not, because I've been recording for quite some time now. Number three. Now, for a device that allows you to capture audio, there's one very stark issue that I have with this device right here. There is no display whatsoever to show me what my audio levels are. I have to rely on the Unify app to actually see my audio levels, to make sure that it's not in the reds, to make sure it's in the greens and the yellows and not exceeding and not clipping. Now, it's very unfortunate that it is not on the device itself, because I would like to take at a glance. Take at a glance? Is that even a thing? I like to take a look at the device itself to see where my audio levels are. And there's so much space over here. I wish they could have just taken something from the Rodecaster and then make it a little bit smaller and just slap it right onto the chassis of the StreamerX. That could be a problem solved right there. To be honest, audio metering could be a huge lifesaver when it comes to content creation. We do not want to have a situation whereby your audio is gone or it's not working. And yeah, that's pretty basic, right? Number four. Oh man, in order to unlock all these features, you need to download 2 softwares. 2? Why? Why is there a need for 2 softwares for one? Oops. Why is there a need to have 2 different software for just one hardware device? You have the Unify app to control the audio levels, and you have the Central app to control the functionality of the buttons and things like that. Why can't it all be compressed to one? I wish they could have done a 2-in-1 software solution, just like how they made an all-in-one device. It kind of makes little sense. And to make things worse, you can't actually run both softwares at the same time on a MacBook Pro. Now, I'm not so sure how it works on a Windows PC because I've not tried it yet, but on the Mac, it just doesn't allow you to do that. If I were to open up Unify, it would tell Central to close, or it gives me a warning telling me that I need to close Central first before I can run Unify, and vice versa, which kind of ruins the user experience overall. Now, I get why they have to do that, but I just don't get why they want to do that. Now, if you're a live streamer using OBS, you still need to download a plugin just to make the StreamerX have the ability to switch scenes on OBS. I wish this is something that they could have done right out of the box. It's called StreamerX. Why do you still need to have an additional plugin for this? It doesn't make sense. Now, there are a few things I'm not really certain about when it comes to the RØDE X StreamerX. For example, its position in the market. Now let's talk about price. This device here costs about 500 Singapore dollars. When you think about it, it is going head to head against other devices such as the Elgato Stream Deck XL, which comes in about 280 Singapore dollars, and the Blackmagic A10 Mini, which comes in at about 420 Singapore dollars. Now at that price point, considering that it's an all-in-one device, it could be worth it. but it really depends on what you want out of it. Now imagine if you're a podcaster, you want to actually interview people, or if you're a musician, you want to play music with your guitar and you want to sing a song. There's only one port for XLR input, which is very unfortunate. So if you connect your guitar, you can't have an XLR cable that's going to run into the Streamer X that connects to your mic, so you can't sing. Or if you want to do a podcast session with an interviewee, you can't actually have another mic set up for this other person. That could have done a lot of wonders for people who actually want to do interviews for podcasting, or even musicians who actually want to play music and sing at the same time. It's just one additional port that's missing. That is such a waste on this device. It's so close yet so far. All these prices are of course subject to change, and they are rough estimation based on my research on Shopee and Lazada as well as on Amazon SG. But when you think about it, 500 Singapore dollars for this, is it worth it? It really depends on your use case scenario, and it also depends on what you want to get out of it and how much you can actually play around with the add-ons and plugins that make this even more powerful. In all honesty, when you think about it, there are so many possibilities with this device. It is possible that you can make your bang for buck with this product. Now, of course, it really depends on your understanding of what the plugins can do and what add-ons you can add on to it, and what you can do with all the buttons that you can customize as well. So how many of you guys actually sleep next to your PC? Don't be shy, it's okay. Just put your hands up. Okay, put your hands down now. Alright, so the lights are actually really bright in the dark, and they might actually disrupt you from proper sleep. Of course, you can dim down the brightness via the central app, or you can just unplug it, or you can just, I don't know, use a black cloth to cover it and call it a day. But there is no on-off button. Why is there no on-off button? There's none, not even a switch. Maybe all it takes is just a firmware update to allow us to maybe press some buttons to turn it on and off. I don't know. It's something that I wish they had done so that I can conserve electricity, or even like turn it off completely so I don't have to like be disrupted while sleeping at night. I think the RØDE Streamer X is great for its price. I think it's really good that it can actually do so much for a small form factor, but there are a few things that are lacking. So maybe in the future, RØDE X will actually release a Streamer X Mark II or something like that addresses all the issues that I shared with you guys in this video. So that's all for today, guys. I hope you guys find this video useful, and if you do find it very useful, feel free to hit the like button and leave a comment down below if you have any thoughts about the RØDE X Streamer X, or if you think that, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. If you think it's okay, then just leave me a comment with your favorite food, because you made it this far. Share me your thoughts about your favorite food. I'll see whether I don't know, guys. I'm just hungry right now. I've been recording this for the past half an hour, making this video, so I'm very hungry right now. But anyway, the next time you see a video on this channel, hopefully it'll be in my new home studio, and I hope you guys are looking forward to that. So till then, I'll see you guys.